A very warm greeting to everyone. Today, in this session number 9, we'll be learning about meaning of multinational corporations and the concepts of MNCs. Let us get ready and start our journey to of a multinational corporation. What is a multinational corporation? A multinational corporation is an organization of doing business in more than two countries. A multinational corporation, you can say it as any company or any corporation, any organization that is doing business, or any establishment that's doing business in more than one country, that is called as multinational country. That is multinational country. Multi means many, national means country, corporation. So many country corporation, that means a company that is doing its transacting its business in more than one country is called as multinational companies. You see it, MNC is an integrated global enterprise which links its global resources with global market at a profit, have sales office and the manufacturing facilities in many countries. You can see there are so many examples given, like Sony, Samsung, Apple, Wipro, all these are multinational companies, multinational corporations, like because they are starting in some other countries and they are extending their business, they are spreading their business to almost the entire world. Sony, Samsung and BMW, Apple, Wipro, okay, all these are multinational corporations. Concepts of MNCs. Let us see. The first is global corporation. What is a global corporation? The global corporation is nothing but it is a kind of a multinational company wherein produces in home country or in a single country and focuses on marketing these products globally, or produce the products domestically globally and focuses on selling it or marketing these products domestically. Here, this is a global corporation. A global corporation, they produce in the home country or the host country. It is like if they're producing in one country, they're gonna market in other countries. If they are marketing in one country, they're gonna produce in another country. This is what the global corporation does. For example, the best example is Apple. The Apple, mostly for many decades, it was having its base only in America. It used to produce the Apple phones in America and market throughout the world. Okay, this is kind of the global corporations. These global corporations, what to do is they produce at home. They produce in their home country, but they're gonna market all these products in various other countries. The best example is Apple. International corporation, it conducts the operations of exporting, producing in one or more foreign countries, but with a domestic orientation. I've already told when we were studying, when we were discussing in the earlier sessions, I had said like international cooperation is just they think that it's just an extension of their domestic orientation. Okay, they're not gonna give a separate focus or separate attention to the particular region or particular countries or the foreign countries for that matter, wherever they're exporting or producing it. And multinational corporation responding to specific needs of the different countries, markets regarding products, prices, and promotion. Here in the multinational corporations, what happens is like you have this here whenever a multinational corporations, goes to other nations, they can adapt themselves to their to that particular host country. For example, you would have seen a Nestle company, a Nestle company, a Nestle company, Maggie, Kit Kat, okay, all these you see Maggie is different in Japan, Kit Kat is different in Japan, and if you go for India, if you come to India, okay, it is different because our taste and preferences are different, our tastes and styles are different, our living style is different. On seeing those, considering all those important factors, they're gonna make those products, they're gonna adapt themselves to the conditions of the host country and give consideration to each and every important factors. Indians like more of spice, okay? And when you go for other countries, especially in America or other places, spice is not that much used. And the food should, the Indian foods are really spicy, and we are really proud of the Indian food. Uh, what I wanted to say is the different cultures plays a very, very important role for the multinational corporations to adapt themselves in such a fashion. A transnational corporation is like, for this, it's just the entire world is a village. It produces, markets, invests, and operates across the world. They might produce in, they might have production facilities in various places. And they're going to have marketing facilities in various places. They might have a different facilities for different countries itself. Okay, and it operates across the world. It's like there are no trade, but there are no physical barriers for them. Even the human resources, keeps on. You know, even the human resources has mobility when it comes to transnational corporations. So people from the different cultures, from the different regions, from the different countries come to other countries and mix up with the culture. This is what this transnational corporation is all about. A quicker look, and we can a global corporation, international corporation, multinational corporation, and you have transnational corporation. Welcome to session number 10, and we had a quick recap of, we learned about multinational corporations, concepts in MNCs. We learned about global companies, international companies, transnational companies, and multinational corporations. In this, we'll be learning about reasons for a domestic company to become MNCs and factors contributing for the growth of MNCs. These are the two things that we'll be learning, that we'll be discussing today. The reasons for domestic companies become MNCs, when you decide, when you came to BBM, okay, when you took your admission in BBM, you had so many choices. Okay, you had BCom, you had BA, you had BSc, but you chose BBM. There should be a particular reason for that. Because you want to go do MBA or go for a management course, or do something good in the management field. This is what the intention you came with, and perhaps each one of you might have different reasons for why you chose BBM as your graduation subject. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna discuss the reason of domestic companies becoming MNCs. What is the reason? What is it? What is the impetus? What is the reason behind, the main reason, the main motive that encourages a company, or that encourages, that motivates a company to become a domestic company, to go international? Okay, this is uncertainty risk in the domestic business. The first point is uncertainty and the risk in the domestic business. You might have seen, because there is, when you are dealing in only one country, because though there are different states, the country is one. Whatever happens, whatever the policies, whatever the regulation, the rules and regulations will affect companies. And there is always a saying that goes, there is a saying that goes that do not keep all your eggs in the same basket. Okay, so there's always, because there is a risk and uncertainty in case if your business is not doing well, that means you're gonna be under the loss. But when you go for other country, when you become an MNC, you're operating in much larger area, because different countries have different rules and regulations. In case a market in one country collapses, you can always depend upon another country. Okay, this is, but what happens in the domestic company, because you are catering to the need of the people. If something happens in the domestic country, or the market doesn't do well, it is very obvious that you're going to face losses. But in case the market doesn't do well in the domestic business, your international business can help you. Okay, but this uncertainty risk in the domestic business has been reduced to a very lower level with all the government interventions, with all the good policies, rules, and regulations that's coming up these years, have made it a very suitable environment for the domestic companies, wherein the uncertainty risk have been reduced. Though the uncertainty and risk was there, but still the uncertainty and risk is coming down day by day. And but still, it's better that from the domestic business you grow to the international business. It's not only of the risk; it is also of the development. A limited market area. It's that is the important thing. Limited market area. Thing that you're a company with a lot of potential, and you are a citizen of some country like Maldives, or small countries, or Moldova. These countries you're a citizen of it, but you have uh, your organization has a lot of capacity, a lot of potential, but limited market area. This because of the limited market area, you feel as we have a lot of potential, we have that ability, you know, to make a mark in the international market. Hence, hence you think of becoming an MNC. This is also one of the reasons, because it's a limited market. Why to have in the limited market? Let us go international. In the same way, if you are in a village, what happens? You see, in the village, it's a limited market. Many people will travel from rural areas to Bangalore to search some good opportunities wherein they can, because the market is very big, the area is very big, everywhere the employment opportunities are there. In the limited market area, what happens here is you cannot develop to your potential. Only when you come out of that, when you expand your business, only then there is uh, there is a possibility that you can achieve something. So one is uncertainty and risk. Because of the uncertainty and risk and the limited market area, you're going to decide that you're going to become an MNC. Not only that, to increase market share. It is also one of the reasons to reduce costs. It's very important. If production of some product, let us see from two perspectives. If production of some product is very difficult, if the production of some product is very difficult in your country, what you do, you can see the other opportunities, see the other alternative ideas where you can develop the same product, okay, with a reduced cost. If some country is rich in some minerals, you can actually extend your business over there and do your business. Okay, wherein you can reduce the cost of the materials transportation to your country from here to there. And because here, if you go to that particular country and do the business, there might be so many other suppliers as well as other ancillary industries that can help you. Many countries, many organizations from across the world are coming to India, because India is now becoming a giant in the manufacturing activities, giant in the service sector. Because of this various development, India is having a very suitable climate for the development of the industries. Why they come to India? They come to India to reduce the costs. It's not like they love India. We Indians love our country, but not others. Why they come to India? They come to India so that they can establish their business. The labor is cheap. Our country is rich from the resources. Okay, we have many kinds of resources. The labor is cheap, and the people are very talented over here. This is why people. This is why here, to reduce the cost, the reduction of the cost is one of the very necessary factor for a domestic company of any country to become an MNC. Continuing the same thing, to overcome the tariffs. Sometimes what happens, if you are producing a good product And if you want to market that product to some other country, what happens is that if you want to sell that product to other country, you can go through exports. But in export, what happens, there's so many tariffs, there's so many duties that increases your price, making your product very expensive in relation to the other product that is produced domestically. Because to avoid those particular tariffs, you decide to go to to other countries or to become an MNC. A domestic company, one of the reasons to become an MNC for a domestic company is because they're facing lots and lots of problem when they're gonna export the products to earn some profit. Here, when they're exporting the product, if uh, if America, if American company exports some product to India, India has all the rights to put as many duties or as many taxes as, but within the international framework, within the international rules and regulations, but still to protect our country, to protect our domestic business, we have the right. What happens, this American company comes to India. This domestic, in America it's just a domestic company. This American domestic company will try to invest in India. At the time it becomes MNC. When it comes to MNC and produces product, there is no duty on it. And this is one of the reasons why a domestic company want to become an MNC, to have technological advancement. Some organization, because though we are good at though we are good at labor, though we are good at the resources, but still technological advancement is not that much in India. But it is good to see that technological advancement is slowly picking up in our country, but still it has not reached that level which we can see in the Western countries. So some companies of our country, they see it's an opportunity for a domestic business, to get just a technology, to improve their own technologies. They gonna go international. They're gonna become MNCs. Then political stability in the host country. The countries like Pakistan, they do not have political stability. I know we don't know when the army of Pakistan will gonna attack its own prime minister. Okay, this is and this is very comedy situation over that. There is no political stability, and none of the companies wanna start their operations in Pakistan. They're gonna concentrate. They feel like India is a better place because there is a political stability. Uh, uh, there is a continuation of the same policies, and there is a better environment for a country, for an organization to flourish. In the same way, we see countries like the European countries. If we go for Gulf country, the Gulf countries, political stability is less. And even in the North Korea country, countries like North Korea, political stability is very shaky. It's very, you don't know at what time, when, and why Kim Jong Un will take what kind of decision that might prove disastrous to the organization, to the multinational company. So political stability is very important. See it, uh, if you are a company in some country A where there's a lot of political turmoil, take for example of Sudan. Sudan, there is always a war between South Sudan and North, the Sudan and South Sudan. So the companies over there do not feel like, because of the political stability, because in their home country it's unstable, sorry, because in their country, in the home country, it's unstable. So they go for to other countries where there is a stable, where there is a stability, which is very stable, the political situation. That is why it is one of the reasons for becoming MNCs. Then economic systems plays a very important role. When the economy is thriving, it'll be like a very important reason, because when the economy is thriving, you get a good opportunity to extend your business operations, or a domestic business becoming an MNC. Factors contributing to the growth of the MNCs: expansion of market superiority. Factors contributing to the growth of MNCs. Why there is a growth of MNCs in the world? Expansion of market superiority, financial superiority, technological superiority, product innovation. Why MNCs are becoming popular and popular with each day is that they are superior in everything. They have lots and lots of finance. The marketing skill is superb. The technology, they are very advanced, and the product innovation, because they keep on innovating the product. You would have seen Apple. Every 6 months, it comes with some new features in its phone. Samsung, it comes with new features. Okay, not only that, you see bikes and cars and motor cars BMW or Volkswagen. They always try to develop the product, innovate different features in the product. Okay, this is why the factors contributing. Thank you. Let me conclude this session. Thank you very much.